Hello there. Recall that in our previous lesson, we said Zulu and Damien wanted to buy new shoes to resume the new term with. Let us begin this lesson by discussing an interesting concept called demand schedule. No, not that type of schedule. A demand schedule is a tabular representation of how many units of products are bought at different price levels. Going back to our previous example, Zulu can afford a single pair of shoes if they cost 1,000 naira, 2 pairs if the price drops to 500 naira, 4 pairs at 250 naira, and 10 pairs if they cost 100 naira. This is called an individual demand schedule, and it shows how many shoes Zulu can buy at a given time with different prices. Now, similarly, we can have a demand schedule for Zulu and his friends that show how many shoes they can all afford to buy. If Damien has 500 naira, Tano has 2,000 naira, and Dalia has 3,000 naira, what will everyone's demand schedule be? The table you can see is called a market demand schedule, and it represents the total number of shoes demanded by Zulu, Damien, Tano, and Dalia. These tables help to give us a better description of how individuals and markets demand products. They align with the law of demand, which states that the higher the price of a product, the lower the quantity demanded. Now, imagine if we had more boys and girls who also want to buy shoes. That will be a lot of information to put on a table. We can easily represent all this information on a graph. A graphical representation of a demand schedule is called a demand curve. It shows the relationship between price and quantity. Let us represent information of the 4 boys from the market's demand schedule on a demand curve. We can plot our graph with values from the market schedule and have a complete demand curve. As we end this lesson, here are key points. A demand schedule is a tabular representation of how many units of a product are bought at different price levels, while a demand curve is a graphical representation of a demand schedule. In our next lesson, we'll be showing practically how we can represent a demand schedule with a lot of values on a demand curve. See you there.